Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Julia Rose and this is From Spirit for Love. I am a psychic, channel, medium, intuitive, energy healer, whatever the heck you want to put there is, I guess, whatever. So I am so happy that you came to my channel. Wow, thank you. Got some messages today about the divine masculines. Well, to me, it's reading as a divine masculine sort of energy. It could also be the internal masculine that the feminines are working with, working through. And we got some preliminary messages coming through. First being the numbers 0000, or any sequence of zeros. It's a resetting energy. Then 212, which is about balancing your self-love with the love you hold for others. And I'm seeing the threes, 333, but particularly 33, and that makes me think of one of the cards in one of my decks, which I don't have out here. Okay, that's fine. That represents sacred mirrors, so that's even more confirmation for me that this is going to be a divine masculine, divine feminine reading. Primarily because that card is about viewing how we see ourselves in others, or where we don't see ourselves in others, whether that's regarding talents that we have or skills that we wish to acquire. Apply that to wisdom, apply that to really anything. But it's just this concept that we all mirror each other in one way or another. And we've got 222 on the clock right now. So this is a message about how all of these wounds, all of these triggers coming up right now, all of these challenges and struggles are timed in such a way that you're growing at the pace you need to be growing at, as is your counterpart. We'll touch on primarily divine masculine energy in this reading, just because that's what I'm being told. So we'll see in the coming days if I get some energy regarding the feminines, but I think the feminines are the feminine energy is at a pretty, the feminine's at a point where it needs the masculine to step up, whether that's internally or externally. So that's why, thank you, I've been guided to bring a divine masculine message to you all today. So in addition to all the numbers that came through, I'm seeing rainbows, doves, parrots, parakeets, and raccoons. What other confirmations? Alligators, iguanas, and lizards. Snakes? No, not snakes. Yeah. And then the song that came through was Monster by Shawn Mendes and Justin Bieber. And this song is about how it's just speaking to me, this energy of the masculine knows that they've been fumbling. They know that they're not perfect, and it almost seems to me that the masculine is perceiving that the feminine is holding them to an impossible standard, and they don't want to, the masculine doesn't want to let the feminine down, whether that's your divine counterpart, your divine masculine not wanting to let you down as the divine feminine, or even your own internal masculine structures. See, structures is not fully the right, like mechanisms, that's the word, mechanisms. So, because I was seeing like the inner workings of a clock, how everything just sort of fits together, the mechanism. So the masculines are coming to a place of acceptance. Masculines are coming to a place of acceptance. I'd like to get some wow, okay. Acceptance right here. With this energy of the moose, we've got eccentric. I'm seeing also this expansion in the crown. With the antlers on the moose here. Oh yeah, let's get into it a little bit more. What's going on for the divine masculine? I'm not taking all of those. I'll take that one then. Okay, that was standing out in the other card. If you're not in contact with your masculine, this is for the external masculine, the divine masculine counterpart. If you're not in contact with them, they're wishing you would somehow reach them where they are. Like you would reach out to them, like initiate communication. And I'm hearing that some of you are already doing this. And it's creating, okay. It's creating some, I mean, it's more than just indecision. It's like the friction internally is becoming very difficult to bear. I just saw 7:07 on the clock, and that speaks to me about misguided fears. Well, it's more of the 7-7 energy of misguided fears. The 707 is about a choice to make regarding overcoming these misguided fears. I'm feeling like the masculine wants to come home. Like they want to move to the next level, but they're feeling like there's some sort of block here. The masculine wants to come home. They want to come home, but there's some sort of, it's like a confusion. There's some sort of confusion here as to which way to go. Because they're trying to meet their feminine all the way up at the top of this mountain here. It feels to me that they're afraid they'll choose wrong. And that, I'm hearing, and it'll all have been for nothing. So the masculine's working through some insecurities. Oh, that's so funny. They're working through some insecurities, some fears. Around not being enough for you okay. So the divine masculine is seeing you, divine feminine, in such a high regard that they feel they'll never live up to how highly you view them. One, but also that if they tell you everything that they ever went through, all of the challenges, the mistakes, that you won't accept them as they are. Okay, there's something about, can you tell me a little bit more about that in a minute? There's something else here though. Yeah, they're afraid of really opening up to you. I'm hearing on guard. They're on guard. We have the heart here with love, a new love. Like you see this heart, there's such a soft, there's such a softness here. And the divine masculines are working really hard right now to redesign certain structures that they have in place that prevent their heart from shining forward, if that makes sense. It's like they have really, really complicated structures around their heart, and they felt that this was the only way that they could protect themselves, protect their softness. It's an insecurity. It's an insecurity about their softness. Whoa, this is deep. Okay, because culture, I think it's a multicultural thing that, I mean, for millennia, that the softness of the masculine has not been appreciated and has been shunned, suppressed. I'm hearing put down. And there's still some sort of stigma in the still some sort of stigma in the masculine's subconscious and unconscious minds that are preventing the masculine from feeling like this is something that they'll ever overcome, one, but two, that will be seen, that will be accepted. Honestly, they're afraid of being accepted as they are. That's what I'm feeling a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm here. We've got the ocean card here, distance and journey. You see the softness of the sunset. So maybe the sunset could be a synchronicity for you. You find messages. You get messages with the sunsets. You receive messages with the sunsets. I don't know if that's for everyone here, but that's definitely for at least a few of you, that around the time of sunset or watching a sunset, you'll receive messages from your guides, or it'll be a confirmation of this video. What's that song? It's Zayn and Taylor Swift. I don't want to live forever, because I know I'll be living in vain. Baby, baby, I feel crazy. What is happening to me? I'm looking up the lyrics. I've been sitting eyes wide open. Something like this. Oh, please load. Let's see. I just want to keep calling your name. I've been sitting eyes wide open behind these four walls, hoping you'll call. See, that was one of the first things that came through. Like, they're wishing that you would reach out to them, and that's like Zayn singing in this song right now. It's just a cruel existence. Like, it's no point hoping at all. Baby, baby, I feel crazy. Up all night, all night and every day. I gave you something, but you gave me nothing. What is happening to me? Zayn and Taylor together. I don't want to live forever because I know I'll be living in vain. I don't want to fit wherever. I just want to keep calling your name until you come back home. I just want to keep calling your name until you come back home. And again, I've been looking sad in all the nicest places. Baby, baby, I feel crazy. I see you around in all these empty faces. Up all night and every day. I've been looking sad in all the nicest places. Give me something. Oh, but you say nothing. Now I'm in a cab. I tell him where your place is. What is happening to me? I don't want to live forever because I know I'll be living in vain. And I don't want to fit wherever. I just want to keep calling your name until you come back home. Wow. Yeah. Okay, even if this isn't your divine masculine, this is a masculine that was triggered heavily onto an ascension, an accelerated ascension path because of your connection with them. And it's just this energy of like, you're haunting them. If that resonates, take it. If it doesn't, I'm also hearing that this could be someone else in your masculine's life feeling torn between you, their counterpart, and someone that they felt at one point was their counterpart. That they have a really, that they have history with. Like, I'm hearing deep history. Like deeply loved and deeply lost kind of energy. And I'm hearing the clock keeps ticking. And they feel stuck in place. That's partly because of the indecision, but it's also because they're, okay, thank you. They're listening to their body and they're ignoring really what's in their heart. Because, oh my gosh, it all comes together. Because all of their internal mechanisms have been keeping them out of their own heart space. All of the internal mechanisms that either they put there because of their own experiences or that were passed down to them ancestrally. Oh, this is really deep. Okay. Deep, like deep in the cellular memory, deep in the collective unconscious. They want to know if you can save them. They wanted to save you, but they want to know if you can save them. The masculine right now is learning to overcome their sexual urges that aren't aligned with their heart space. And that's happening because their guides, their ancestors, the divine, are putting them in circumstances where all of these faulty mechanisms, faulty or rigid or outdated mechanisms are being picked apart. And frankly, it's feeling like it's a very exhausting process for the masculines. Very exhausting. I'm hearing like weepy and weary. Weary. Okay, weary it is. Like there's a sense of being disoriented. Of course that would make sense. You spend your entire life, probably many lifetimes, living a certain way. Suddenly that's all getting ripped to shreds, and now you're like, well, what the F do I do now? Which way is up? Which way is forward? And the only way they're really going to find their direction is by getting back in touch with their heart space. By going the distance. By going the distance. By not necessarily choosing what's easy or what's I'm hearing not choosing the easy way out. Like there's no, if they really want what they say they want, they know they can't choose the easy way out. If they really want to be themselves authentically in their honest power, which means being fully attuned to their heart space, they know they have to I'm hearing make the right choice, make the harder choice. Let's see what else is going on here. Okay, thank you. So on the bottom of the deck from the shuffle, we have the turtle, which is slowness and protection. I'm seeing the shell here, like the shell they had around their heart was nearly impenetrable, but I mean, there's nothing that God cannot overcome. Like God is able, the divine is able to cross, is able to shrink an ocean to a puddle and cross it with ease. And he, she, they, the divine can do that for you. Can shrink this ocean that you must cross, that we all must cross, to the size of a puddle, so we can easily step over it. And I am feeling like there's no way your ancestors, there's no way this masculine's ancestors would allow them to not or to make the wrong choice. Even if they did, they would be redirected every time. I'm hearing there's no cop-outs. Like you can't I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. Gazelle, we have change and purity. Yeah, there's such an innocence to that energy. But really, the masculine's been very disconnected from their inner child. The parts of themselves that are purely devoted. I mean, maybe they have been in touch with these aspects of themselves, but not to a point that satisfies them. Because they still feel like they're missing something. Like there's something still out of place. Or it's like, it's feeling like it's just not quite right. There's something just a little off-putting or unsettling that's just, they can't quite put their finger on it. And I don't feel like the masculine actually wants to be seen as this pure energy. There's something inside them, one of these mechanisms inside the masculine doesn't want them to feel I'm hearing untouched. What's the song? I feel so untouched right now. Want you so much, but how I can't resist you. Going crazy from the moment I met you. Who? Oh, the Veronicas. Oh my god, what a throwback. Let's see if we get the lyrics here. Just a couple of lyrics that are resonating with this message right now. You can take time to live the way you've got to live your life. There's there's another feminine in this picture here. A karmic. Yeah, I'm hearing yes, 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 like loud exclamation point, yes. There's another, that's what we had this triangle here before earlier. Like there's someone wanting to appeal to, I guess, the lower nature of the masculine. And keep them in this this disconnected untruth that wants to maintain the mechanisms around the masculine's heart, because without those mechanisms there's no room for this feminine in the masculine's life, because there's nothing in him operating in such a way or at such a frequency that would genuinely create space for that kind of dynamic, which is purely physical. And the masculine's been confusing lust with love. Like there's something operating in the masculine subconscious saying that love wouldn't trigger him. But true love, unconditional love, would shed light on all of these mechanisms that stand in the way of the masculine operating from their seat of power, their seat of consciousness, their heart space, their heart. It's like it's like part of them is wanting this change, but not wanting the purification that they must go through in order to have this change. Because they know it's going to be hard, and they know it's going to reshape everything about their life, their home. Like it's just like this, there's no going back. Once you cross that threshold, once you cross the threshold, when you move to the other side of that door, there's no going back. What's that song? E.T. by Katy Perry. I just hear Snoop Dogg in my head. She's a beast. I call her Karma. Yeah, maybe even the masculine's been ignoring their body, because I just got this feeling like I'm sick to my stomach. Oof. Oof, like dehydrated and sick to my stomach. Yeah, well, I mean, that was a message that was coming through for Mercury retrograde, like at the beginning of the month, that we would all need to stay grounded and hydrated this time around. I'm hearing untapped potential. We have on the bottom of the deck, bear and with strength and resourceful. Do they really honestly feel in their bones that they've peaked? Part of them feels like they're afraid that it can't get any better than this, because they haven't seen that modeled around them. That's so heartbreaking. I mean, people have recognized this divine masculine for their purity, their innocence, their devotion, and have been around them with their palms stretched out saying, gimme, 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 gimme. And because it's in the masculine's nature to provide and protect, of course they want to do that. They want to provide for those that need. I'm hearing that I'm hearing the words conned, scanned, scammed, not scanned, scammed, and greed. Why did scanned slip? Okay, new deck. No. Yeah, in a minute. In a minute, okay. Tell me about this scanned energy. What's... Okay. Message that came through really loud earlier for me, and I was gonna make another post about it, but then I was like, you know what? I just want to do a reading. I want to do a reading. But we're gonna plop it right in here, and then I'll make a separate video about it. It's about monitoring spirits. The monitoring spirits that are keeping watch. They're like... Okay. The monitoring spirits are observers. They are sent to take notes, keep watch, and report back to whoever the freak sent them. Both counterparts are under surveillance at this time by these karmic energies that don't want them to finally reach union, both internally and externally. I mean, even the counterparts in union are experiencing this too. And I will just say that it is absolutely within your rights to banish said spirits, to send them back to wherever the heck they came from, to whoever the heck sent them. Absolutely within your right. Okay? Because these spirits, the people that sent these spirits are looking to see that you're not progressing. They're looking to see that you're stuck, that you're succumbing back to old. This is for you and the masculine, you and your counterpart, or if you're the masculine watching this, you and your feminine. Take it, flip it, put it where it has to go. And if any of this doesn't resonate, then just leave it for someone else. Yeah, I'm just getting that for some that have these spirits around them, it's because whoever sent them sent some bad juju, I'm hearing, like just bad juju your way. And they sent the monitoring spirit because they wanted to see what its impact was. That's so messed up. That's so messed up. Ugh. Be gone. Yeah, they're wanting to see that it's, again, like they're wanting to see that you're stuck or that you can't overcome the delays that they're sending you. But I'll say it again. I'll say it until I'm freaking blue in the face. You are so freaking protected and your life is so guided by God, by the divine, by the Most High, whomever you call out to, that nothing can actually stop you. These are just feeble attempts at these I'm sorry, this is just, I'm hearing these low lives, like these energies that want to suck you dry. It's just their feeble attempts to control your destiny. Tell me in what realm, in what universe, on what planet that makes sense? That someone else beneath the Most High can control your destiny. Unless they are specifically on orders from the Most High. And these deluded people, energies, entities, they think that they are. They're so disconnected. They're so lost. This is so sad. It's so sad. Like, they think because they're not getting what they think they're due, what they think they're owed, what they desire, that they can take it from you. Or that they can trick you into giving it to them. It's sad. You know, I've been hearing a lot these days that people are saying to pray for your enemies. Pray for your enemies. Pray for the people that wish you ill. And I want you to heed this with caution, because of your devotion, your power, your relationship to the Most High. If you speak something over someone's life, it could how do I say? Like, it's like they want, it could be a situation where it turns out that this person, this energy, this entity had maneuvered the situation, manipulated the situation in such a way that you're the one taking the hit for them. So really, honestly, genuinely, pray for the Most High to shed light on truth. Pray for the Most High to shed light on the error of their ways. Be very particular about the words that you use. Whether you send them energy or whatever. And for the record, you're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to be mad that these entities, these energies are sending monitoring spirits your way. It's like they really think they're gonna get away with this stuff. It's sad. But they can't reach you where you are unless you leave a door open. So make sure you're protecting yourself. Okay? Yeah. There's something else in here. What's that? I'm hearing broken promises. Like the masculine's been, we moved on from monitoring spirits. The masculine has been around energies and people. I say entities just because sometimes it's not just sometimes bodies have multiple entities in them. So I just say entities for the sake of simplicity of language. I'm hearing over-promising, under-delivering, especially in romantic situations. There's an energy of I'm hearing like tactics. People using tactics to keep the masculine trapped. What the heck? What is that? Okay. Yeah, return that to sender. Return to sender, please. Clearing that and returning it to the sender, please. Oh, better. Thank you. Yeah, these two cards came out again. The slowness and protection with the turtle and the moose, acceptance and eccentric. Yeah. I'm getting this energy of like being easily spooked. Your masculine's feeling very vulnerable. They're being put in situations where they're having to voice things that they never thought they would be in a position where they'd have to voice. Moving away from avoidance to acceptance. Avoidance to acceptance. And that's why things might be feeling a little bit slow for them, but also for you, the feminine. Something just tells me I'm speaking more to feminines here. So I know there are also masculines who are here watching these videos. So for the masculines, these messages may or may not resonate, but they also might be from your divine feminine counterpart, or also from the perspective of your internal feminine. So just place it where it goes, I guess. What's this energy? What's this craving energy? There's some, what's the right wording for this? I got the words craving and then pay attention. So it seems to me that there's something that an entity or a group of individuals is trying to distract you from by sending energy your way to keep you stuck in certain patterns that you've worked hard to overcome, thinking you'd blame it on Mercury retrograde, whatever. Well, because I'm recording this in a Mercury retrograde, maybe it's just another transit that's like, oh, they say that this often happens when we're in this kind of retrograde. Like, yeah, but I'm just feeling like this energy of scamming, but also like a group of people. Oh, this really took a turn. Like a group of people wanting to do something without you knowing. It's about you, though. It could just like honestly be gossip. Yeah, like someone trying to ruin your reputation. That's for anyone watching this. Doesn't matter if that's feminine or masculine here. Oh, okay. So you have certain aptitudes, affinities, and talents and gifts that are very powerful, whether they're spiritual or material gifts that you have been given, or that you've earned, that you've worked your ass off for. And there's like a group, I'm hearing like a collective. There's, whether that's like a community or a family or a friend group that's just really unhappy about you having these abilities. So they're trying to like create stories around you, about you, that would make people look down. This is so awful. That would make people look down on you, or question, second guess, or doubt the interactions you've had, or these people have had with you, the people that they're talking smack about you to. I mean, it could also even be that someone, you had an interaction with someone where you were giving, you were open, you were generous, and then you saw certain things about their behavior towards you and towards others that really did not sit right with you, so you set boundaries with this person. Or it could even be a group of people, and that person is like, oh, well, this person, like, they just pretend to be nice, they pretend to be caring, they pretend to be woke. I don't, woke? Yeah, someone said that word. Or like enlightened, whatever. But really, this person treated me like blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Like, and it's just like they're eager to place the blame on you instead of looking at their own behavior. Like, they don't want to accept that you could know more or have more, like, have stronger gifts in a certain area than this person or this group of people. Which, like, really pissed them off. It really pissed them off. And some people are just looking at them like, really? And I make that face because that's just someone that already was looking for reasons. That person that the ex whatever told about you, that person was already looking for reasons to dislike you because of envy, I'm hearing. And other people that actually know you and have seen you grow and operate for a long time and have known about things that you've had to work through, know that they're full of shit. And I'm not sure who's outweighing who here. Something about your voice. So maybe you're a singer, or you are a public speaker, an influencer, content creator, a writer. What else? I'm hearing politician. That's all. Or someone in a position of power in some community, in some organization. And I'll clarify and say that power does not necessarily equate to rank or status. I think we're nearing the end of this video, the end of this transmission. I like that word because I don't have the full I don't have the full picture when I sit down to get these messages for you. So I'm uncovering as we go. So it's like unveiling for us all. Okay, so people are seeing how powerful you are. You and your masculine. You and your feminine. Because I just opened this deck because I was like, this deck has been calling me this whole video, and right in the middle of it says, we see your magic. And that just feels like it's confirming like pretty much everything that's come through here. Can we get, okay. Yeah, I'm just hearing, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. All right. Whew. Return to sender in the throat. Clear it, return to sender in the throat. Oh, better, thank you. They don't like me speaking this truth, I'm telling you. Okay. No, it's their monitoring spirits, I heard. That's so awful. Okay, well, whatever. The message is the message. Gotta come through, you know? So we have, that's the last card. That's confirmation on it, all of this. But let's see. Need a little more. Okay. We've got 5 cards, 6. Yeah, 6 cards here. We'll start with the one that's on the bottom of the deck. We have the Outlaw, Threads of Fate Oracle. Oh my god, I'm just so obsessed with this deck. The Outlaw. Okay, so this is speaking to your your counterpart's eccentricity, your willingness to stand out or go out. I'm hearing go out on a limb for what you believe in, for what you know is right, like standing up for yourself, like going against the grain, or not being afraid to strike out or step out and do something that's aligned with you. Like question the unquestionable, like to really take a look at things that have been it's almost like predetermined, things that have been predetermined, set in stone. But are they really? Are they really set in stone? Because I just see, I see the moon and the third eye in this deck, like, okay, that's alluding to another transmission that I did like 2 months ago, but more just like this mass illusion. The mass hypnosis is the word on the planet right now. I'm hearing and seeing that you're seeing through it all. Like you're seeing everything, and you're not necessarily acting on everything you see when you see it. Not everyone here. Some of you, your sensitivities encourage a bit more of a reactive, instantaneous reaction, and some of you have developed the ability over time to observe and take notes, almost like these monitoring spirits, which is kind of funny, in such a way that you're I'm hearing it's like keeping tally, keeping score, just, oh, thank you, huge thing that I missed earlier, that the message wasn't coming through clearly at all, at all. And I just got the clarity. So thank you, the Most High. Because I forgot what other train my thought was on earlier. We're just gonna sidetrack into this now, which, speaking to the relationship with the body, whether that's you or your person, the book that's screaming at me is The Body Keeps the Score. Let me go grab, do I have to grab it? No, okay. Well, it's, oh no, like, please, go get it. Go get it. This is a book I've had to read really slowly because it's written in a honestly very triggering way. And I've only met one person that was able to read this through easily, and honestly, that feels like a red flag to me because of the nature of the topics covered in this book. The Body Keeps a Score by Bessel van der Kolk. Yeah, brain, mind, and body in the healing of trauma. It's a very rich resource. Also written in a kind of blunt way. It's not written for someone that's sensitive. So if you do choose to take up reading this book, just fair warning, but also, like, don't be afraid to take your time with it. Just really go at your own pace, because it's a lot to digest. Like, I think I was like 3 pages in, I was already crying. But anyone who knows me knows that I cry all the time, so whatever. But yeah, so this is okay, so the masculine energy with these mechanisms around the heart, it's like there's a need to recalibrate the body and the mind with the heart. Oh my gosh, you've been feeding me information on this download for days, and my dumb ass has just been like, I don't understand what you're telling me. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Okay, when it all comes together, it comes together. Woo! Okay, and there's still some of this that I'm not even like, there's still more to this message that I have not even touched on. So we're gonna go on a little bit longer here. I'll try to keep it brief because I know I'm always putting up these long videos. Like, thank you for tolerating me. Okay, was trying to come through is that certain of these bodies have been overactive. Some of these have been underactive. Maybe you've been paying attention to your intellectual body more than your emotional body, as is often the case for masculine energies. Or perhaps you or your person have been paying most attention, most time to their gross body over and above their bliss body. Yeah, they're like, no, you got it, Julia, now. Okay. So there's again, it's an energy I'm hearing, like, of a reckoning. The explorer, you see the eye on top of this and the heart at the bottom? This is exploring. And the compass, wow, really exploring all of these dimensions of self, and reflecting on the wisdom that each of them have. Oh, how do I hold these nicely? Okay, reflecting on the wisdom that each of these different layers of your body, yourself, has. Greater balance. And you know what this is also speaking to me of that the 33, one of the first messages that came through in this reading. Do you see how all the energy here is mirrored? The reflection. There's going to be I'm feeling like there's people around you that are going to show you which aspects of yourself you're paying too much attention to and which aspects of yourself you need to give more attention to. And it's not going to be what you think. This goes for you and your counterpart. No, actually, no, that's just for whoever's watching this right now. Yeah. And it might not make sense to you. It might not make sense to you that balancing one of your bodies means paying attention to something else. I said what I said. Balancing one of your bodies, say you're balancing you want to balance your intellect and you think by doing that you need to learn more. Well, maybe you need to balance your intellect by spending more time in your emotional body. Really discovering yourself there. Maybe you're spending too much time in the physical body and you need to spend more time in the spiritual body, in your soul's expression, the bliss body, to really balance the physical. Maybe the mental body, the pranamaya kosha, no, the manomaya kosha could be balanced by your emotional body. Even your mental body. See, there's not just one body that will balance out the other. All of these, it's an organic, interconnected system that all of them work in synergistic ways because they're all aspects of you, a wholly functioning you. So really sit with the imbalances that really sit with the imbalances that you're finding. I mean, if you want to, honestly, you could even start on the grossest level and work your way inward. So see if you have an injury or some inflammation, see, or like a disharmony in your body, dis-ease. Sit with that in meditation and see, okay, well, what's this really coming from? Is this just because I stubbed my toe the other day? Or is it some sort of message that one of my more subtle bodies is trying to use to get my attention, so I can pay attention to some aspect of myself that I haven't been fully attuned with because my attention has been elsewhere. Ooh, yeah, that was the message. 333 on the clock right now. That's the message. That's the message. How do I do that, Julia? How do I do that? Yeah. Honestly, there's no like one right way. I would sit here and say that yoga asana is an excellent starting point. I also mentioned meditating on certain, what you perceive as problems, certain imbalances. Say you have a knee injury and no matter what you do, it's just not changing. Well, meditate on that and see, allow the energy of it to, allow it to speak to you. allow it to reveal itself to you. There's a really awesome book. What's it called? It's like it's super short also. Krishna, please help me here. Make it easier. Make it easier. Oh, okay. When did I read this book? Well, it's about the felt sense. It's a way of like personifying certain emotions or certain sensations in the body and having conversations with them. There's focusing. It's called focusing. Funny, because wasn't pay attention something that came through in this message. It's called The Power of Focusing, a practical guide to emotional self-healing by Ann Weiser Cornell. Super short read, full of like practical information and examples, as well as like step-by-step guiding you through the process of it. Well, that is the message. That's the message today. Okay. I'll see you in the next video.